When last we left our intrepid adventurers, the party moves as fast as they can to get away from the pursuing Death Masters. After driving themselves to near exhaustion, they succeed. They have lost the hunters. The small path they are following, south, parallels the main trade road, sometimes joining it for significant distance. At one point, they can see the main road, and they notice northern Deseradan soldiers have blocked it off and are questioning travelers. The party is able to sneak past the main road using the smaller road, and they continue on. That night, they hold a quick party conference and decide that they need to stay off the trade road totally, and maybe the path they're on as well. The party decides to strike off overland to the south to try to reach the port of Kodai. The going is tough. Seraph goes ahead to break the trail, but realizes that his forest craft skills leave much to be desired. The clear and passable terrain is now more and more to the west. The next day, a mist rises amongst them, and they find that they have entered a fetid swamp. Creatures with bulbous eyes watch them from the water, but do not come near, and the smelly mud seems to cover everything the party owns. As the party clears the swamp, their mood is glum. Finn has a lot of questions about the world of Mper, like what kind of entertainment is popular? Being a bard, that's important to him. Seraph teaches him a couple of local drinking songs like the Woodchopper's Song and How the Taw Got Her Third Bell. Finn likes the Woodchopper's Song, which is a song about a woodchopper with a magical axe that keeps cutting things up suggested by the audience. The trick is to remember all of the things suggested in the right order, or else you lose and have to buy the other participants a drink. After a while, they tire of the song, but it does serve to lift the party's spirits. The next day, Ulysses notices that they've come across a small trail. It's going to the west. Not the direction they wish to go, but the traveling will be easier, and perhaps they can find a path to the south further on. As they travel down the road, they start to hear sounds of horses. They send Akai forward to scout out what lies ahead. Akai finds a small hill that looks down on what's ahead of them. She sees a camp of about 20 Deseradan horsemen. She scurries back and describes the armor and the flags. Scala isn't sure who they are, if they're a patrol sent to find them, or just soldiers wandering. They all agree that this is pretty far out for them just to be random scouts. They decide they're all going to take a look, and they all quietly sneak up on the camp and observe. Australia says that her father used to talk about the Deseradan Royal Guard. He described them with equipment similar to what these people are carrying. The characters decide to step out. The characters step into the clearing and show themselves. After the initial shock, the two sides warily question each other about their intentions. The Deseradans say that they are the Queen's own heavy cavalry. They refuse to follow any royal except for the rightful Jacquenis of Deserata, Deborah the First. Acting confused, Scala questions them, saying that wasn't Jacquenis Deborah murdered, and Jacquenis Distaria the current ruler? The leader of the soldiers laughs and calls the characters fools. He says that Deborah wasn't killed, but lives on to this day, and they are her sworn men. They are a force against the usurper Testaria. It's the party's turn to laugh now. They ask how he knows she's alive. The leader of the soldiers points to a pathway up into the hills and says that he knows she's alive because she's waiting up in the hills for the party.